With 14 center judges present, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. In accordance with the rules of procedure on impeachment trials, the chair now recognizes the duly elected presiding officer to preside over the proceedings of the impeachment court.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. If there are no objections, the chair shall dispense with the reading of the Journal of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court dated July 22, 2026 and shall consider the same as approved. The clerk of court will please call the case before the impeachment court.
Case number 004-2026 in the matter of impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte.
Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honors. Respectfully appearing for the prosecution, we are ready, Your Honor, for the presentation of our initial witnesses for Article 1, that is confidential fund misuse, misappropriation, and irregular liquidation.
Good morning. Appearances for the respondent.
Good morning, Your Honors. Same appearances for the respondent accused.
Good morning as well. Will the lead prosecutor kindly call their first witness for this morning?
Your Honor, may I request that the head prosecutor of Article 1, confidential fund, the Honorable Joel Chua, be recognized, Your Honor.
The Honorable Chua, member of the panel of prosecutors, is recognized to call their first witness to the stand.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, same appearance for the prosecution. Your Honor, may we be given a 5-minute opening statement? May we request Representative Laila De Lima to be recognized by the chair, Your Honor?
The chair would like to remind the Honorable De Lima, if indeed she will make an opening statement, to kindly avoid conclusions of both fact and law, as we have previously agreed upon and raised by the defense in previous hearings, and as pointed out by several senator judges. With that conditionality, the Honorable De Lima may proceed with her opening statement.
Your Honor, may we comment on that matter?
Yes, what is the pleasure of Attorney Poe?
Your Honor, I'd like to apologize for having to comment on this matter, but as far as I recall, the presiding officer already made a ruling before against opening statements, Your Honors.
Again, I will be very conscious, Honorable De Lima, with respect to statements of fact and law that are not coming out from the mouth of any witnesses you will be presenting. So kindly be precise and short with respect to your opening statements. You may proceed, ma'am, subject to those reminders.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. This is about 5 minutes or a little more than 5 minutes. Mr. Senate President, Mr. Presiding Officer, Honorable Senator Judges, mga kababayan, magandang umaga po. Sa ating pagbabudget para sa pamilya, dahil hindi naman unli ang pera, masinop ang ating paggasta sa talagang kailangan at kapaki-pakinabang natin nilalaan. Ganyan din dapat sa pondo ng bayan. Sa yugtong ito ng paglilitis, pag-uusapan natin ang confidential funds. Ito ang budget para sa mga sensitibo at surveillance-related activities upang suportahan ang mandato ng mga civilian agencies. That a budget is intended for confidential operations does not mean that the conduct of the officials involved in the handling of people's money is exempted from the demands of transparency, scrutiny, and accountability. Public office is a public trust. Yan ang sabi ng konstitusyon. Sakop nito ang lahat na nasa gobyerno. At ang utos na yan ay hindi pwedeng balewalain dahil confidential lang o confidential ang pondo. Ang confidentiality ay para protektahan ang lehitimong operasyon at informant. Hindi ito pahintulot para mag-imbento ng pangalan at dokumento. Hindi ito palusot para ibulsa ang pera. Kung confidential ang pondo, lalo pa ngang mataas ang pananagutang kaakibat nito. The Constitution entrusts this court with the solemn duty to determine whether the respondent vice president committed culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, and betrayal of public trust. The evidence will show that she did. This case, Article 1, is about 612.5 million in confidential funds entrusted to VP Sara Duterte through the Office of the President and the Department of Education. This is not about one missing receipt. This is not about a clerical error or accounting mistake. The evidence will reveal a pattern, a systemic course of conduct that, taken as a whole, demonstrates graft and corruption
Your Honors,
and betrayal of public trust.
I'm
With the permission
I
of
apologize to-
the Honorable De Lima, yes, Counsel for
Your Honors,
Respondent.
again, Your Honors, I think we have to object to the statements being made by the Honorable De Lima, with all due respect, of course. Your Honors, they can do that through the offer of their evidence, Your Honor.
Chair will instruct the
this is
Honorable De Lima to
another-
kindly limit her statements. I was listening intently in the beginning, it was okay, Honorable De Lima, but later on, you did make conclusions of law already, which the Chair orders to be stricken from the record. You may wind up, Honorable De Lima, but kindly avoid conclusions of fact and law.
Your Honors, please, if I may just be given just
Yes,
a few seconds. Your Honors, ang naging problema natin nung huling pagkakataon na pinayagan natin yung ganitong statement at sinasabi na nga ng presiding officer is kahit naman i-strike off the record natin, narinig na po at nasabi na. So to allow, Your Honors, again, a continuation of such is really goes into the matter of fair play, Your Honor.
Honorable De Lima,
Again, with all
kindly
due
wind
respect,
up. Again, you were forewarned beforehand to kindly limit your statements. Hence, you are faced again with a similar situation. Kindly wind up, Honorable De Lima, and call your witness.
Ang dami pong malalampasan sa aking opening statement because this
Yes,
is
but
supposed to be an
again,
overview
it is the
of the
court's
case,
position
the overview of the evidence.
to let the witness speak, not the counsels, insofar as the evidence is concerned or conclusions of both fact and law. Kindly wind up, Honorable De Lima.
I submit to your honors, and so I will wind up. Kapag ang isang impeachable officer, tulad ng pangalawang Pangulo, ay nabuso ang kapangyarihan sa paraang sumisira sa accountability
Same
o
objection,
sumusuway
Your
sa
Honor.
pananagutan, dapat pa ba siyang pagkatiwalaan? Dapat pa ba siyang manatili sa pwesto? When the Filipino people entrusted their money to Vice President Sara Duterte, was that trust honored? That question will not be answered by politics, by general denials, by press releases. It will be answered by the witnesses, by the documents, by audit, and by the evidence, and the prosecution is ready to present it. Sa kabuuan ng ebidensya, makita ang hindi lang mga simpleng irregularidad ang nangyari.
Objection, Your Honor.
Malinaw
Again,
ito.
objection, Your Honor.
Honorable De Lima, I would have to
Sistematikong
stop
paraan.
you.
This is out of
I would
line.
have to stop you at this point. The continuing objection of the respondent is duly noted. I would have to stop you at this point.
And I have to
my
stop
due
now.
apologies, but kindly call your witness already.
Thank you, Your Honors. I submit. Thank you very much.
Kindly call your witness, Representative Chua.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are going to present our first witness in the person of Ms. Violeta Constantino.
The clerk of court, through the sergeant at arms, is instructed to situate Ms. Violeta Constantino to the witness stand. Kindly remain standing, ma'am. Clerk of court is directed to administer the oath to the witness.
Please raise your right hand, ma'am. You, Violeta Constantino, do swear that the evidence you shall give in the case now pending between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Kindly be seated, ma'am.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may proceed, counsel,
Thank you,
when
Your
you're ready.
Your Honor, we are offering the testimony of Ms. Violeta Constantino to prove the following. Una, na si Ms. Constantino ay isang retiradong department manager ng Land Bank of the Philippines, Show Boulevard Branch from May 2017 to January 2024. Pangalawa, na ang Land Bank of the Philippines, Show Boulevard Branch, ang nagproseso ng encashment ng 4 na cheque payable sa isang Gina F. Acosta sa halagang 125 million each sa mga sumusunod na cheque. Una, Land Bank Check Number 0000244027 na may petsang December 20, 2022. Ikalawa, Land Bank Check Number 0000244053 na may petsang January 31, 2023. Ikatlo, Land Bank Check Number 0000245511 na may petsang April 18, 2023. At ikaapat, Land Bank Check Number 0000245664 na may petsang July 13, 2023. Katlo, na ang mga nasabing cheque ay lahat pinondohan ng Philippine Treasury at nilipat sa account ng Office of the Vice President. Kaapat, na ang 4 na nasabing cheque ay personal na iningcash ng isang Miss Gina F. Acosta bilang SDO o Special Disbursing Officer ng Office of the Vice President noong December 20, 2022, February 6, 2023, April 25, 2023, at July 14, 2023. Ikalima, bilang Department Manager ng Land Bank, Show Boulevard Branch, si Ms. Constantino ay personal na nakasaksi at nag-oversee ng pag-encash at pagtanggap ng pera mula sa cheque ni Ms. Acosta. At ipanghuli, kaanim, iba pang mga bagay-bagay na may kinalaman dito sa impeachment case in relation to Article 1 on confidential funds and in relation to the aforementioned purposes, Your Honor.
The Honorable Chair,
For comment, Your Honor.
before the comment, what is the third purpose for the offer again?
Your Honor, that all were funded by the Philippine Treasury and drawn against the account of the Office of the Vice President.
Thank you. Comment from the Council for Respondents?
Subject to cross, Your Honor.
May we proceed now, Your Honor?
You may proceed when you're ready.
Okay. The witness. Handa na po ba kayo? Na-swear na ba? Swear na? Okay. Madam Witness, para lang tayo nag-uusap, kaya relax lang po kayo. Bilang preliminary matters, Madam Witness, pwede po ba, kami po ay interesado, ano po ang inyong pangalan at iba pang mga personal na detalye?
Ako po si Violeta Constantino, a retired employee of the Land Bank of the Philippines.
Okay. Sabi po ninyo, kayo ay retired employee ng Land Bank of the Philippines. Madam Witness, gaano po kayo katagal na nagtrabaho sa Land Bank of the Philippines bilang isang empleyado?
At trabaho po ako sa Land Bank for 32 years na po.
Okay. So, bago po ang inyong retirement, ano po ang inyong naging posisyon sa Land Bank kung meron man?
Ako po ang department manager po sa Land Bank Show Boulevard Branch.
Okay, sabi ninyo, kayo ay isang department manager ng Land Bank Show Boulevard. Madam Witness, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng department manager?
Ang department manager po ay kagaya rin po ito ng isang branch manager ng isang bangko po.
Okay, so parang branch manager din po. Ngayon, bilang department manager, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, ano po ba ang inyong functions and responsibilities?
Ang main function ko po as a branch manager, ako po ang nag-oversee sa lahat ng transactions po ng branch, particularly po sa opening ng accounts, deposits, encashments, withdrawals. Kasama na rin po dito yung pagmamarketing po and other administrative functions.
Okay. Now, kanina, Madam Witness, sabi mo, kayo ay department manager sa Show Boulevard Branch. Now, ang tanong ko po, kailan po kayo nagsimula maging department manager ng Show Boulevard Branch? Kailan hanggang kailan po? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Nag-start po ako sa Land Bank Show Boulevard Branch noong May 2017 until po nung mag-retire ako noong January 2024.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, nandito po ngayon kayo sa impeachment court. Ang tanong ko po sa inyo, bakit po kayo nandito ngayong araw na to dito sa impeachment court kung alam po ninyo?
Nandito po ako sa araw na ito dahil po naka-receive po ako ng subpoena from the Honorable Impeachment Court to testify po yung knowledge ko regarding po doon sa impeachment trial po ngayon ni BP Sara Duterte.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ano naman po ang kinalaman ninyo sa impeachment trial ni BP Sara Duterte kung meron man po?
Tungkol po ito sa 4 na cheque po ng OVP na in-encash po sa Land Bank Show Boulevard nung ako po ay branch manager.
Okay. Ngayon, binanggit po ninyo 4 na cheque. Ano po itong 4 na cheque ang binabanggit po ninyo?
Yung 4 na cheque po ito ay nakapangalan po kay Miss Gina F. Acosta na may amount pong 125 million each.
Okay. Madam Witness, bakit naman po kayo pamilyar dito po sa 4 na cheque na binabanggit po ninyo?
Familiar po ako dito kasi ako po yung nag-oversee ng encashment na to nung ako po ay branch manager po ng Show Boulevard Branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kung ipakikita po sa inyo itong 4 na cheque na in-encash po ninyo sa Show Boulevard Branch, pag ipakikita po ito sa inyo, itong kopyang ito, ma-identify po ba ninyo ito?
Opo.
Okay. Madam Witness,
Your Honor.
Yes, Council for Respondent, Attorney Paul. What is your pleasure?
Okay, just to expedite the proceedings, Your Honor, we are willing to stipulate that the witness has the ability to identify these checks.
okay.
Has the ability to identify the checks.
And we are also not questioning the authenticity of such checks, Your Honor.
For the reference of the Senator Judges, you're referring, Attorney Poa, to the 4 checks which are common exhibits of both parties.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Can we, just to confirm, ang Clerk of Court is directed to kindly show on the screen the checks being stipulated to and admitted by the respondent. It should be exhibit P128 to P128A1 for the prosecution and exhibit D1130 and D1130 OVP1. Is that it?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So this is one of the checks.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kindly also show the other exhibits that the respondent is stipulating to so that the senator judges can catch up. Given that the respondent is stipulated to the aforementioned checks for 125 million each, dated December 20, 2022, January 31, 2023, April 18, 2023, and July 13, 2023, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Will you also stipulate, Counsel for Respondent, that these checks were encashed as well?
Yes, Your Honor. And that these checks were from the Treasury of the Philippines, and the payee was Gina Acosta, Your Honor.
So that these checks are authentic, that these checks were encashed by Gina Acosta, that these checks cover the face value of 125 million each, encashed on the dates mentioned by the respondent, and that it was encashed by Gina Acosta
As SDO, Your Honor.
as SDO. Given that the counsel for respondent has stipulated and so admitted these facts, counsel from the panel of prosecutors, kindly proceed with other items given the stipulation by the counsel for respondent. There's no need for
Thank
this
you, Your
witness to
Honor.
testify in these matters anymore. Thank you, counsel
Okay,
for
thank you, Your
respondent.
Honor. Your Honor, Madam Witness, dahil po yung harap ng cheque ay inadmit na po ng ating defense, pupunta po tayo dun sa baba. Meron po ako nakikita dito sa screen na image na nakalagay po sa baba, at ito po ay asan ba yun natin? Ano mas? Ito po ay nakamarka bilang exhibit P-Roman numeral 1-28-A-1. Madam Witness, ano po itong imahe na nakikita po natin sa baba? Kung alam po ninyo.
Sir, pwede po ba akong makahingi ng copy?
Okay.
Medyo
Your
malayo.
Honor, may we request...
Assisting counsel is authorized to approach the witness as well as assisting counsel from the respondent.
Okay, Your Honor, my assisting counsel, Attorney Cristina Pasicolan, will approach the witness, Your Honor.
The clerk is instructed to kindly magnify the submarking being alluded to by the counsel from the panel of prosecutors.
Yung nasa baba po, na may marka po na binanggit ko pong exhibit.
Okay, ulit po, please.
Dito po sa cheque, dito po sa screen natin, meron pong imahe. At meron po ditong nakamarkang Exhibit P-1, Roman numeral 1-28-A-1. Ano po itong imahe na to, kung alam po ninyo?
Yung po bang certified true copy po?
Huwag po kayo tumingin dito sa screen. Diyan po sa, yung imahe po, yan po.
Doon po sa isang malaking box.
Yung malaki. Ano po yan?
Ito po yung mga pirma po ng mga empleyado ko po noong time na na-encash po yung check.
Okay, nasaan po yan? Saan bahagi po ng cheque yan?
Doon po sa 3 boxes. So, yung,
Madam Witness, pwede pong pakilapit po yung inyong... pakilapit po sa mic, yung... para marinig po tayo. Yan. Yan pong imahe dyan po, sa baba po ng... di ba, yung taas po, yan po yung harap ng cheque. Ano po yung imahe na nasa baba? Ano po yan?
bali po, ito po yung signature verified by po ang nakalagay. Apirma po ito ng aming verifier.
Okay, saan po nakalagay yan? Sa may?
Sa upper ano po.
Sa
Yun
dorsal?
po,
Sa
Sa likod
dorsal
po
side
ng
ng
cheque.
cheque. Okay.
Opo.
Now,
Yung una
Madam
pong
Witness,
box.
dito po sa box na to, meron ditong 3 maliliit na box. O pwede po bang mai-request yung box na to na medyo palakihan at i-zoom po? I-zoom po, papalapit. Yan. Pwede po bang pataas? Pataas, paharap. Pa-rotate po, paki-rotate po, paki-rotate. Medyo mahirap pong tignan. Pwede po bang paki-rotate sa tech? Okay. Hindi pwede? Ay, hindi pwede. Okay. Madam Witness, hindi daw po pwede. Now, Madam Witness, dito po, ayun. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, dito po sa box na malaking to, meron po ditong 3 box na napansin ko. Doon po sa bandang kaliwa, na unang box, may nakalagay po dito, signature verified by. At sa baba po nito, meron pong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, kaninong pirma po to kung alam po ninyo?
Ang pirma pong ito ay kay verifier po ng branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pag pumirma ang verifier dito sa box na to, sa signature verified by, ano po ang ibig sabihin nito?
Ang ibig sabihin po ng signature ng verifier ay na-verify niyo po yung identity ng payee base po sa kanyang IDs na pisinta. At the same time po, na-check niya rin po sa system na ito po ay may advice na galing po sa Office of the Vice President na pwede na pong i-release.
Okay. Now, pupunta po tayo sa susunod na box na may nakalagay po ditong posted by. At meron din po ditong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, kaninong pirma po itong nakalagay sa posted by? Kung alam po ninyo.
Ang nakapirma po sa posted by ay kay Teller po.
Okay. So, Madam Witness, pag pumirma ang isang teller dito sa box na to kung saan nakalagay ay posted by, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng kanyang pirma? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Ang pirma po ni Teller, ang ibig sabihin po nito ay na-encode na po niya sa system ang lahat po ng detalyado ng cheque.
Okay. Now, pupunta na po tayo sa ikatlong box na may nakalagay pong approved by at meron din po ditong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, kanino naman pong pirma ito? Kung kilala po ninyo.
Pirma po ito ng aming approver.
Okay. Pag pumirma po ang approver dito po sa box na to, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng kanyang pirma?
Ang ibig sabihin po ng pirma ng approver ay nakita niya po na ang pagproseso ng pag-verify po sa cheque ay dumaan po sa tamang proseso at ito po ay pwede na pong i-encash.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, bakit po kayo pamilyar dito sa 3 pirma na binugit po ninyo?
Sila po yung aking mga staff nung ako po ay nasa Luan Bang Show Boulevard po po. Ako po yung branch manager.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang susunod ko pong tanong sa inyo, kailan po na-encash itong checking ito? Kung maalala po ninyo.
As shown po dito sa dokumento na to, ito po ay na-encash ng 20 December 2022.
20. Okay. Now, sabi po ninyo, as shown dito sa record. Ano po bang record ang binabanggit ninyo, Madam Witness?
Ito po yung validation ng teller na naka-appear po doon sa ilalim.
Now, Madam Witness, pwede po bang pakituro po sa amin, nasaan po dito sa parting to, ng dorsal side
Ito
ng
po.
cheque, yung binabanggit po ninyo?
Nasa ibaba po, lower right portion.
Lower right portion.
Opo,
Pwede po bang paki-zoom para po mas malinaw at para po sa mas makita po natin ang maigi? Ganun. Yan. Yan. Saan po dito? Ano pong nakalagay?
20 December 2022.
Yan. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kailan nilagay ang markang ito, kung alam po ninyo?
On time po ng encashment.
Okay. Now, pupunta na po tayo sa pangalawang dokumento, Madam Witness. Ito po ay yung check number 0000244053 na may petsang January 31, 2023 at payable sa isang, again, Miss Gina F. Acosta for 125 million pesos. Now, Madam Witness, ano po ang relasyon ng checking ito sa mga checking binabanggit po ninyo kanina? Kung meron man po.
Yung pong cheque na yan ay isa po sa mga apat na cheque po na na-encash po ni Ms. Gina F. Acosta nung ako po ang branch manager.
Okay. Madam Witness, hindi ko na po itatanong sa inyo yung taas dahil yung po ay inadmit na at in-stipulate na po natin. Pupunta po tayo doon sa lower portion kung saan may nakalagay na Exhibit P-Roman numeral 1-28-B-1. Now, Madam Witness, ano po itong imahe na minarkahan ng nasabing exhibit? Kung alam po ninyo.
Ito po yung likod ng cheque po.
Okay. Now, bakit po pa kayo pamilyar dito po sa checking ito, Madam Witness?
Ito po yung in-encash nga po nung ni Ms. Gina Acosta nung time ko pong manager sa Land Bank Show.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta tayo dun sa malaking box. Pwede po bang paki-zoom in ulit yung malaking box? Pwede po paki-ipat tayo po. Yan. Now, Madam Witness, kagaya po ng naunang cheque, ito po ay may 3 boxes doon at nakapaloob po sa malaking box. Doon sa kaliwa, may nakalagay po dito, signature verified by, at meron din pong mukhang pirma. Now, Madam Witness, kaninong pirma po to? Kung maalala po ninyo at kung kilala po ninyo.
Gaya po ng sabi ko kanina, ang nakapirma po sa signature verified by ang verifier po ng branch.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, doon naman po sa gitna, meron din po ditong pirma na posted by. Kaninong pirma po to? Kung maalala po ninyo at kung kilala po ninyo.
Sa posted by po, si teller po.
Okay. Doon naman po sa parting nakalagay approved by. Kanino naman pong pirma ito kung alam po at kung kilala po ninyo?
Pirma po yung approver, akin po yung initial signature.
Pirma po ninyo. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, bakit po kayo pamilyar dun sa unang 2 pirma na binabanggit po ninyo?
Mga staff ko po siya nung ako po ay branch manager po nung Show Boulevard branch at nawi-witness ko rin po yung mga pirma nila sa iba pang mga bank documents.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ito pong pangalawang cheque na nakikita po natin, kailan po ito in-encash kung maalala po ninyo?
As shown po dito sa dokumento, ito po ay na-encash noong 06 Feb 2023 po.
06 Feb 2023. Now, Madam Witness, nasaang parte dito po sa ligot yung inyong pinagbabasihan?
Nasa lower right po portion.
Lower right portion. Pwede po ba pakituro po ninyo specific? Saan po dyan na nakalagay?
Yun po, 06 Feb 2023.
06 Feb 2020. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kailan po inilagay ang markang to kung alam po ninyo?
Nung araw po ng encashment po niya.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta na po tayo sa ikatlong cheque.
With the permission of the Honorable Chua, Attorney Poa, is this part of what you stipulated or no? The verifier's signature, the teller's signature, the approver's signature, as well as the date of encashment.
To be candid, Your Honor, it wasn't part, but right now we are willing to stipulate the same. Your Honor.
So, if you're willing to stipulate, let the presiding officer state it for the record that the signature underneath the on the dorsal side of the check with number 000024, kindly show it to the screen, 245511 in the amount of 125 million pesos with the payee as Gina F. Acosta, dated April 18, 2023, that the signatures of the verifier, the teller, and the approver are all authentic and genuine, and that these were made in the course of their ordinary performance of duties. And the date of encashment is April 25, 2023, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And insofar as Land Bank check number 000024, kindly show it to the screen, 5664, payable to Gina F. Acosta in the amount of 125 million, dated July 13, 2023. The signature of the verifier, teller, and approver on the dorsal side are also all authentic and were signed in the course of the performance of their ordinary duties, and that the date of encashment is July 14, 2023, correct?
Stipulate, Your Honor.
So stipulated, counsel from the panel of prosecutors, the Honorable Chua. Given the stipulation, these are now deemed admissions for the information of the senator judges, and no proof or testimony is necessary to be presented by the panel of prosecutors. You may proceed, Honorable Chua.
Okay, with that, Your Honor, we would like to manifest that and state for the record, Your Honor, that the dorsal portion of the said checks were marked, Your Honor, as our Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28, that's A, that's 1 for the first check, Your Honor, and for the second check, Your Honor, Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28, that's B, that's 1, and for the third check, Your Honor, Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28, that's C, that's 1, and for the fourth check, Your Honor, is Exhibit P, that's Roman numeral 1, that's 28D, that's 1, Your Honor. For the record, Your Honor. Now,
Duly noted and entered into the records. You may proceed when you're ready.
thank you, Your Honor. Now, Madam Witness, dito po sa checking ito, may nakatatak po dito na certified true copy of the digital copy on file. Now, Madam Witness, pwede po ba malaman namin nasaan po ang original ng checking ito kung alam po ninyo?
Ang original copy po ng mga check-in nito ay na-shred na po siya.
Okay. Bakit po siya sinred kung alam po ninyo?
As per bank policy po, lahat po ng mga negotiated checks ay may retention period lang po ng 1 year. Kaya ito po ay sinishred na.
Okay. So sinasabi po ninyo na ang mga cheque ay sinisred. Now, Madam Witness, pag sinabi ninyong shred, ano po ang ibig sabihin ninyo ng salitang o katagang shred?
Ang meaning po ng shred, ito po ay dumadaan po siya sa machine shredder. So, napipira-piraso na po siya ng maliliit.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi ninyo yung physical copy ng mga checking ito ay na-shred na. Ngayon, ano ang relasyon nitong digital copies na ito sa mga cheque na galing sa Land Bank na binabanggit mong cheque?
Ano po ang relasyon?
Yes,
Ito
ano
po
po?
yung mga cheque po na na-encash po nga ni Miss Gina Acosta.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta po tayo sa proseso ng encashment ng 4 na cheque. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ano ang proseso ng encashment dito po sa 4 na checking ito? Kung maalala po ninyo.
Ang process po na encashment namin, particularly ito pong transaction na to, ay malaki po yung amount involved. So meron pong tumatawag sa amin from cash division po ng OVP a day or two prior po doon sa encashment na
Okay. Sige po, tuloy po ninyo.
meron po silang for encashment nga po na 125 million.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, binanggit ninyo meron sa inyong tumatawag from the cash department ng OVP. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po, sino po ang tumatawag sa inyo from the cash department ng OVP? Kung maalala lang po ninyo.
Yung sa cash division po yan ng OVP, si Miss Queenie Masangkay po.
Willie Masangkay. At sino naman po sa inyong branch ang tinatawagan ni Miss Queenie Masangkay?
Ako po, ang
Okay
tinatawagan
po.
niya.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, paano po ninyo nalaman na si Miss Queenie Masangkay ay from cash department ng OVP?
Bali siya po yung liaison ng OVP from the cash division at siya rin po yung tumatawag po sa akin sa other banking needs po nila.
Okay. So, Madam Witness, kanina binanggit ninyo na kaya tumatawag sa inyo si Miss Queenie Masangkay para i-advise kayo a day or two prior?
Opo.
Bakit po kailangan kayong i-advise a day or two prior sa encashment?
Bali, meron po kasing cash involved limit lang po ang branch. So, wala po kaming any given day na amount po for that much po. Kaya kailangan po namin itong mag-request po sa aming cash center for assistance.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, pagkatapos po kayong tawagan ni Miss Queenie Masangkay, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali po, kino-communicate ko po sa aming branch cashier na meron pong ganitong cash requirement po ang Office of the Vice President. At the same time po, para po maka-coordinate po siya sa aming cash center for the cash transfer po.
So pagkatapos po, mag-request o ma-coordinate ng inyong cashier, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali po, pagdating na ng cash na ito, tinatawagan ko po si Miss Queenie Masangkay po na available na po yung cash sa branch.
Okay. So pagkatapos po ninyong tawagan, si Miss Queenie Masangkay, ano na po ang susunod pang mangyayari kung meron man po?
Bali, pumupunta na po si Miss Gina Costa at si Mr. Ortonio po sa branch para po mag-encash.
Okay. Ngayon, binanggit po ninyo ang isang pangalang Miss Gina Costa at Mr. Ortonio. Paano po ninyo nakilala si Miss Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio?
Una ko pong nakilala si Mr. Ortonio kasi bali isa po siya sa mga authorized signatories po ng OVP. And then inintroduce niya po si Miss Gina Acosta na siya po yung pay ng cheque worth 125 million po.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pagpunta po sa inyo ni Miss Gina Acosta at ni Mr. Ortonio, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Nung first encounter ko po sa kanila, bali po yung cheque na yon ay binigay po ni Miss Gina together with her identification card niya. So, finoward ko po ito sa verifier para po ma-process.
So pagkatapos po ninyo i-forward sa verifier para ma-process, ano na po ang susunod na nangyari kung meron man po?
Bali po, bine-verify po ito ni verifier, yung mga authorized signatories po ng cheque. And then, chinecheck niya rin po sa system kung ito po ay mayroon ng advice from the OVP para po ito ay i-release na.
Okay. So pagkatapos po ma-check, kung meron ng advice, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Na-forward na po ito sa teller para po encode sa system at para po makapag-request na po siya ng cash.
Okay. So pag-forward sa teller, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
Pag po na-approve na rin po ng approver, tatawagin na po niya si Miss Gina Costa para po mapareceive niya po yung cash.
Okay. So sabi ninyo, tatawagin ni approver si Miss Gina Acosta para tanggapin na yung cash.
Si teller po ang tumatawag
Okay.
po.
tatawagin ni Teller si Miss Gina Acosta para
Ipa-receive na po yung
ipa-receive na yung cash. Ano na po ang susunod mangyayari pagkatapos pong i-inform ni Teller si Miss Gina Acosta?
Bali, since malaki din nga po yung amount, ina-guide po si Gina Acosta papasok po sa backroom para po doon i-release yung cash.
Okay. Ngayon, may binabanggit po kayong backroom. Sino-sino po ang nasa backroom kung alam po ninyo?
Noong pong unang release po noong cash, ako po ang nandoon, si Teller, yung branch cashier, si Miss Gina, and then si Mr. Limuel po.
Okay.
Ortonio.
So pagdating ninyo sa backroom, ano na po yung mga sumunod na pangyayari kung meron man po?
Nirelease po yung ng teller po, after po ma-receive, sa cheque po, yung payment received, nirelease na po ni teller yung cash kay Miss Gina in packs po siya, worth 1 million each po.
Okay, so maalala po ba ninyo kung ilang packs po ang nirelease kay Miss Gina Acosta?
Bali, 125 packs po yun.
125 packs. Okay. Now, pagkatapos pong i-release itong pera in packs, in 125 packs, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Bali, nilalagay na po nila yon sa dala po nilang bags.
Okay. Ngayon, meron po kayong binanggit na bag. Madam Witness, anong klaseng bag ang pinaglagyan ng pera kung maalala po ninyo?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, isang mahabang malaking bag po siya. Para pong gym bag.
Okay. Madam Witness, ilang bag po ang dala po ni Miss Gina Acosta at ni Mr. Ortonio?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, mga 3 to 4 bags po yun.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi ninyo, nilagay dito yung 125 million sa 3 to 4 bags. Okay. Ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari pagkalagay po nila dito po sa bag?
Lalabas na po sila ng bangko.
Okay. Madam Witness, si Miss Gina Acosta lang po ba? O sino, may kasama pa po ba si Miss Gina Acosta at saka si Limuel Ortonio?
Sa pagkaalala ko po, meron po silang kasama.
Ilan po? Kung maalala po ninyo?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, paglabas po nila, meron po ba sa bangko na empleyado na tumulong sa kanila para bitbitin po itong bag, kung meron man po?
Wala po, sir.
Bakit po wala?
It's against bank policy po na tumulong po sa mga kliyente, ang mga empleyado, or even po yung security guards po namin.
Bakit po yun against sa bank policy, Madam Witness?
In case po na for safety and security measures din po, para po hands off na po ang bangko once na ma-release na po yung physical cash po.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, ito pong huling tanong ko. How much po in total, Madam Witness, ang withdraw in relation po dito po sa 4 na checking binabanggit po ninyo?
Ang total po ng 4 na cheque, mga po siya, kalahating bilyon po.
Okay. That would be all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Honorable Chua. Cross from the Council for Respondent, Attorney Poe. You may proceed when you're ready, sir.
Nothing to cross, Your Honor, from our end. However, Your Honor, may I just make a manifestation just on the markings, Your Honor?
Council may do so.
Just on the markings of the check, we'd also like to put on record, Your Honors, that for check with ending 244027, dated December 20, 2022, this is marked by the prosecution on the face of the check as T-1-130-OBP. On the dorsal portion, it is D-1-130-OVP-1. For the second check, dated January 31, 2023, ending with 244053. On the face of the check, this is marked as D-1-131-OVP. Dorsal portion is marked as D-1-131-OVP-1. For the third check, dated April 13, 2023, with ending 245511. Face of the check is marked as D-1-132-OBP, while the dorsal portion was marked as D-1-132-OBP-1. The fourth and last check, ending 245664, dated July 13, 2023. The face of the check was marked as D-1-133-OBP, while the dorsal portion was marked as T-1-133-OBP-1. That is all, Your Honors. Again, nothing to cross from our end.
Yeah. Just to correct you, the check ending in 5511 is dated April 18.
Correct, Your Honor. April 18, 2023.
No, you mentioned 13 earlier,
I stand
according
corrected,
to.
Your Honor.
So it's 18.
Yes, 18, Your Honor.
Thank you. Given that there is no cross and therefore no redirect, we now would like to excuse you already, Ma'am Violeta Constantino.
Thank you.
Very much, ma'am, for your time. Salamat po sa inyong kooperasyon. Magandang umaga po. Mananghalian po muna kayo dyan bago kayo umuwi.
Your Honor, we are calling our next witness in the person of Miss Nenita Camposano.
Ms. Nenita Camposano, you are directed to kindly proceed to the witness stand. Please remain standing. Clerk of Court is directed to subscribe the witness. Put the witness under oath, rather.
Ms. Camposano, please raise your right hand. You, Ninita Camposano, do swear that the evidence you shall give in the case now pending between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Kindly speak to the mic, ma'am, so that the stenographer can get your answer.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may be seated, ma'am. Representative Chua, your witness, you may proceed when you're ready with your offer.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are offering the testimony of Miss Nenita Camposano to prove the following, Your Honor. Number one, na si Miss Nenita Camposano ay isang retiradong empleyado ng Land Bank Department Branch from May 2022 to September 2022. Ay 24, Your Honor. Pangalawa, na si Ms. Nenita Camposano ay dating Department Manager ng Land Bank of the Philippines DepEd Branch. Ikatlo, Land Bank of the Philippines DepEd Branch ang nagproseso ng encashment ng 3 tseke na nagkakahalaga ng 37.5 million pesos bawat isa. Ang lahat ay pinasok sa account ng Department of Education with the following checks details, Your Honor. Number one, Land Bank check number 0000000453 dated February 20, 2023 at payable sa isang Mr. Edward D. Fajarda for 37.5 million. Pangalawa, Land Bank check number 00000964 dated April 19, 2023 payable again sa isang Mr. Edward D. Fajarda for 37.5 million. Ikatlo, Land Bank check number 0000002250 dated July 11, 2023, payable sa isang Mr. Edward D. Fajarda for 37.5 million pesos. Ikaapat, na ang mga nasabing check, Your Honor, ay personal na iningcash ni Mr. Edward Fajarda bilang Special Disbursing Officer ng Department of Education noong February 22, 2023, April 26, 2023, at July 13, 2023. Kalima, bilang Department Manager ng Land Bank DepEd Branch, si Ms. Camposano ay personal na nakasaksi at nag-oversee ng pag-encash at pagtanggap ng pera mula sa tseke ni Mr. Fajarda. Kaanim, iba pang mga bagay-bagay na may kinalaman at mahalaga dito sa impeachment case na may kaugnayan sa Article 1 on confidential funds at may relasyon sa mga nabanggit na dahilan. For comment, Your Honor.
Counsel for the respondent, Attorney Poa.
Thank you and good afternoon, Your Honors. Your Honors, again, for the purpose of expediency, Your Honors, the defense is willing to stipulate on the checks as well as the details on the face of the check, which would be the dates, the payee, the signatures therein, as well as the dorsal portion, and that the checks were verified. It went through the teller and that they were approved, Your Honors.
How about the qualification of the witness as to being able to identify the checks that she was the former department manager and worked at Land Bank from May 2022 to September 2024?
As the former branch manager, we are willing to stipulate as well as her ability to identify these checks, Your Honors.
Having so stipulated, Chair would like, for the information of the Senator Judges, kindly flash as I read the details of the check so that we are in agreement as to what is being stipulated to by the respondent. First is Land Bank check number 0000000453. Payable to Edward D. Fajarda in the amount of 37.5 million, dated February 20, 2023, and encashed on February 22, 2023. Second is Land Bank check number 0000000964, payable to Edward D. Fajarda in the amount of 37,500,000 pesos, dated April 19, 2023, and encashed on April 26, 2023. And finally, Land Bank check number 0000002250, payable to Edward D. Fajarda in the amount of 37.5 million, dated July 11, 2023, and encashed on July 13, 2023. The respondent is stipulating as to the authenticity, due execution, all the information contained in the face of the check, as well as the dorsal side of the check, including the verification made by the responsible bank officers as regards the payee and the disbursement of the amounts mentioned on the face of the check, as well as all of the stampings in the dorsal side of the check. This is a common exhibit of both parties. On the part, again for the record, on the part of the defense, it's P Roman numeral number 128E to P Roman numeral number 28E-1, and P Roman numeral number 28F to P Roman numeral number 128F1, P Roman numeral number 28G to P Roman numeral number 28G-1, and on the part of the defense, the respondent rather, it is Exhibit D Roman numeral number 1112 DE to D Roman numeral number 1112 DE1 for check ending 453. And D Roman numeral number 1113DE and D Roman numeral number 1113DE-1 for check ending in 964, and D Roman numeral number 1114DE to D Roman numeral number 1114DE-1 for check ending 2250. Do you confirm, sir?
We confirm that, Your Honor.
Do you confirm, Representative Chua?
We confirm, Your Honor.
You may proceed accordingly, sir, given the stipulation and admission of the counsel for respondent
One more, Your
insofar
Honor.
as the other matters you wish this witness to prove. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, one more stipulation, if the counsel, one more proposal, if the counsel for the
You may
defense
proceed,
is
sir.
willing to stipulate, Your Honor, if they are willing to stipulate that the 3 land bank checks were funded by the Philippine Treasury for the account of the Department of Education, Office of the Secretary.
We stipulate, Your Honor.
Okay,
So stipulated.
so we will now proceed. Your
You
Honor.
may now proceed to the other matters, counsel, and you're reminded of the stipulations and admissions so that
Yes.
we save on the court's time. You may
Yes,
proceed,
Your
sir.
Honor. Now, Madam Witness, pupunta tayo sa proseso ng encashment ng cheque. Now, Madam Witness, pwede bang malaman namin ano ang proseso ng encashment ng 3 cheque na nabanggit po kanina kung maalala po ninyo?
Pare-parehas naman po ang proseso dun sa 3 cheque. So, ang una po ay tatawag po sa amin ng Cash Division ng DepEd para magpa-reserve ng pera.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi mo, tatawag sa inyo ang cash division ng DepEd.
Yes, sir.
Now, ang tanong ko po, sino sa cash division ng DepEd ang tumatawag po sa inyo?
Ang tumatawag po sa akin ay si Miss Sonia De Leon po, ang Chief Admin po ng Cash Division ng Department of Education.
With the
Sonia.
permission of Representative Chua, can you pronounce the name more distinctly, ma'am? Ano pong pangalan? Sonia?
Sonia De Leon.
De Leon.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
D-E-L-E-O-N.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed, Representative Chua.
Thank you, Your Honor. So sabi mo, tatawag sa inyo. Sino sa inyo?
Sa akin po.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, pwede pa namin malaman, paano mo nakilala itong si Miss Sonia De Leon ng Cash Division ng DepEd?
Siya po ang head ng Cash Division ng DepEd at siya rin po ang palagi naming nakakausap regarding sa mga transactions po ng DepEd.
Okay. Bakit kinakailangan tumawag ni Miss Sonia De Leon sa inyo po?
Regarding sa encashment po?
Yes, bakit kailangan niyang tumawag? Anong dahilan?
Kasi po wala naman po kaming enough cash para dun sa mga cheque na mention. Kaya kailangan po niyan tumawag para i-reserve po namin.
Okay. So sabi ninyo, kaya siya kailangan tumawag dahil kinakailangan i-reserba ninyo. So
Yes.
ngayon, pagkatapos po tumawag ni Miss Sonia De Leon sa inyo, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Pagkatawag po ni Ma'am Sonia ay i-relay ko na po yung cash requirement nila sa kahera ko para po siya ang mag-request sa cash center po ng Land Bank.
Okay. So pagkatapos pong tumawag ng kahera ninyo sa cash center ng Land Bank, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari kung meron man po?
So pagka naitawag na po yun and dumating na yung pera, tatawagan na rin po namin si Ma'am Sonia para sabihin na available na yung pera.
Okay. So Madam Witness, paki-clarify nga, magkakano po ba yung cash requirement na tinutukoy po ninyo na may kaugnayan dito sa cheque na pinag-uusapan natin?
Ang amount po kasi nun cheque is 37.5. So, nasa ganoon din halos yung amount nung ire-request po ng kahera sa cash center namin.
Okay. So sabi mo, tatawag yung aabisuhan ninyo, yung cash center. Pagkatapos, ano na po nangyari pagkatapos?
Ni-request na po yun ng kahera. So, kung the following day, darating na po yun at tatawagan na rin po namin sila, Ma'am Sonia, na dumating na yung pera. Available na yung pera for encashment.
Okay. Now, pagkatapos po ninyong tawagan si Miss Sonia, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari?
Darating na po yung pay ng cheque si Mr. Fajarda at i-encash na po niya yung cheque.
So, Madam Witness, pwede po ba paliwanag din niyo sa amin, ano ang unang proseso na ginagawa ni Mr. Fajarda pagpunta po sa inyo sa pag-i-encash ng cheque?
Yung cheque po plus ID niya ay ibibigay po sa verifier para po i-verify yun. Pag na-verify na po yun, ibibigay sa teller for encoding, for validation, posting, ganyan. And then tatawagin din po ang officer for the approval.
Okay. So, kanina binanggit po ninyo yung pangalan ni Mr. Edward Fajarda. Paano naman po ninyo nakilala si Mr. Edward Fajarda?
Siya po yung pay ng cheque.
So bukod po sa pagiging payee ng cheque, ano po ang experience niyo? Paano po ninyo nakilala si Mr. Fajarda?
Doon lang po sa mga present niyang identification.
Okay. So, kailan po yung unang pagkakataon na nakilala o nakita ninyo si Mr. Edward Fajarda?
Nung pong encashment ng first check, noong February.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, so pagkatapos, napirmahan na ng yung dulong-dulo, sabi po ninyo, na-approve na, napirmahan na. Ano na po yung susunod na mangyayari kung meron na po?
Pagka po natapos na po yung proseso namin ng pag-validate ng cheque at pag-approve, tatawagin na po namin si Mr. Fajarda sa backroom. So, doon po i-release na po yung cash withdrawal, yung cash encashment.
Okay. Doon sa backroom, Madam Witness, sino-sino mga nando doon, kung maaalala po ninyo?
Ang nahandun po ay ako, yung teller na magre-release ng pera, yung kahera po, si Mr. Fajarda, pagkatapos may isa pa po siyang kasama.
Okay, ngayon, sabi mo may kasama pa si Mr. Fajarda.
Yes, sir.
Sino itong kasama niya kung kilala po ninyo?
Hindi ko na po siya kilala, sir.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, sabi ninyo, i-release sa backroom yung pera.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so pagkatapos pong i-release ng teller, ano na po ang susunod na mangyayari? Kung alam po ninyo.
Ilalagay na po yun ni Mr. Fajarda sa dala niyang bag. And then, lalabas na po sila dun sa may fire exit, sa may back door po namin.
Okay. So, sabi ninyo, may dala si Mr. Fajarda na bag. Anong klaseng bag ba to, kung maaalala mo?
Hindi ko na siya actually ma-recall, sir. Basta
Okay.
may dalang bag.
So, ilang bag ang dala ni Mr. Fajarda, kung maalala po ninyo?
Ang recall ko po ay 2 bag.
Dalawang
Pero,
bag. Okay. Now, Madam Witness, mayroon ba sa mga empleyado ng inyong bangko ang tumulong o nag-assist kay Mr. Fajarda at sa kasama niya papalabas sa bangko?
wala po, sir.
Okay. Bakit po wala?
May policy po tayo na pagka nakuha na po ng kliyente ang pera, hands off na po ang bangko.
Bakit po ganito ang polisiya ninyo?
Para sa safety din po ng mga empleyado na parang last touch na kung ano man po ang mangyari dun sa pera after hawakan ng kliyente, hindi na po namin sagot yun.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kanina binabanggit ninyo, lumabas sila sa backroom.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pag sinabi ninyong backroom, pwede po ba pakidescribe po ninyo saan po itong backroom na itong binabanggit po ninyo?
Yung backroom po ng Land Bank DepEd branch ay sa may likod po ng teller, sa may likod po.
Okay. So doon po sila nag-withdraw ng pera at doon din sila lumabas.
Yes, sir. Sa may fire exit.
Ang ibig po ninyo sabihin, meron pong pinto doon sa backroom papalabas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, paglabas po nila dito po sa back exit na sinasabi po ninyo, meron pa po ba silang kasama na sumalubong sa kanila? Kung alam po ninyo.
Paglabas po nila doon sa may back door, sa may fire exit, hindi na po namin sila nakikita, sir.
Okay. Now, Madam Witness, kanina sinabi ninyo itong 3 cheque na binabanggit po natin. Now, magkakano po yung totality nito, na itong 3 cheque na pinag-uusapan po natin?
Tatlong ano po yan, tatlong 37.5. So mga ano po, 112.5 million.
Okay. No further question, Your Honor.
Finished with direct cross counsel for respondent, Attorney Po.
Your Honor, just 1 or 2 questions for cross.
You may proceed, sir, with your cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Madam Witness, kanina po, no, kayo po ay nakapagsabi na lumabas po sa fire exit sa backroom.
Yes, sir.
Lumabas po siya sa fire exit dahil po ang land bank ay actually nakadikit sa DepEd compound, hindi po ba?
Yes, sir.
At lumabas po siya doon para po sa kanyang safety siguro at hindi na po lumabas sa publiko pa dahil nasa loob na po ang DepEd ng DepEd.
Objection, Your Honor. Incompetent.
If she
As an
knows,
answer.
witness may answer.
Only if you know, Madam Witness.
The question again, sir?
Lumabas po siya sa fire exit dahil safer po yon dahil nasa loob na po siya ng DepEd. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect.
No redirect, Your Honor.
Miss Camposano, you are excused, ma'am. Thank you very much for your time and your cooperation. Salamat po sa inyong pakikilahok sa pagdinig na ito ng impeachment court. You are excused, ma'am. On the part of the prosecution, may I know who are your witnesses for next week's trial?
Your
The
Honor.
lead prosecutor is recognized.
Your Honor, and in response to your question, we are requesting for the issuance of subpoena duces tecum and subpoena ad testificandum for the following witnesses. 1. Roderick C. Wamil, former State Auditor of COA ICFAO. Address is Commission on Audit, Central Office Compound, Commonwealth Avenue, Quezon City. 2. Ms. Silene May L. Del Campo, present State Auditor of COA ICFAO with same address. 3. Ms. Marivic Pareja, Director of House of Representative Legislative Information Resources Management Department, Batasang Pambansa Complex, Batasan Hills, Quezon City. Your Honor, these 3 witnesses are intended to be presented on August 3, August 4, and August 5 trial schedules.
In that order.
Yes, Your Honor.
Honorable Luistro. So first Roderick, next Silene, and third would be Marivic.
That's correct, Your Honor.
The clerk of court is directed to issue the corresponding subpoena ad testificandum, subpoena duces tecum to the aforementioned witnesses at the aforestated addresses of the witnesses mentioned by the lead prosecutor. So ordered. There being no other matters to be taken up, the trial is adjourned until August 3 at 10 a.m. in the morning, and session for this afternoon shall be convened at 3 p.m. for the information of all the senators. Trial is adjourned.